Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today is a very special installment of Coffee Story Time. Woo! Normally I like to do Coffee Story Time on Sundays, but I was stewing around with this moment for a while. Actually, more about a week, not a while. And I forgot to do it on Sunday because I was like jam-packed Sunday with my niece over here and having fun with her. I was unable to celebrate her birthday with her because I was in the hospital. So I picked her up on Sunday. We went shopping. We had a light lunch. We went swimming. Then we had dinner. So my time was a little busy. I couldn't really do a coffee story time, and plus it's been a while since I've done coffee story time because, as you see, it's now almost September and August is Peppermint Patty on the Charlie Brown calendar. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting here just watching the Little League World Series, and I wanted to get this story out. So, and of course I have my coffee with me, which does not have my usual butter pecan creamer. We went for a white chocolate mocha this time. That's why it's a little bit different. So yeah. So make sure you guys go grab your cup of coffees and have a seat. I'll wait. Okay, so now that we've waited for you to go get your coffee, I hope you got your favorite flavor in there. Now it's time for coffee story time. As you guys know, and I got my sweater going too. So, as you guys know, I go to Dr. Bariker's office every other week to get my treatment. Well, we had to actually switch up the schedule because of me being in the hospital. I could not get my treatment the week I normally get it because I was in the hospital. The hospital wasn't able to get it because the pharmacy would not get paid for it, and they are not going to eat that cost of a $53,000 medicine. Yes, I said one little 35-minute dose of my medicine is $5,300. Okay, let that out there. So when I was released last week, I was released last Tuesday. On Wednesday, I had to go and get my treatment at his office. No biggie, no sweat. Well, while I'm there, I also have to get my blood drawn to test my blood levels. No biggie. I've done it all the time. And I had to do this, but I had to fire my lab nurse. Let me tell you why. I go in there and all of the lab girls know me. They're all like, "Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Oh, you look so much better than last week. Blah, 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 this, blah, blah, blah. You look so great. Da, da, da. How are you doing?" All the lab girls know me. And for a while there, excuse me. Sorry, I was yawning like Simba on the Lion King. But for a while, I was only having one lab nurse draw me because she knew exactly where I needed to be poked at. She knows exactly where to go. There's just one spot on my arm that will allow blood to come through because I have so much scar tissue on my arms from when they would poke me before I had my port. So, and then when I had my PICC lines, they would just draw the blood from my PICC line. Well, I don't have PICC lines anymore. I have my ports. They have to physically stick me. Well, before, when I was going 2-3 times a week and I was being stuck, I have scar tissue there, so it's very hard for them to get into a vein. Anywho, so I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for one of them to come, sorry. I was waiting for them to come, draw my blood, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. And here comes a nurse that I've never seen before. First, she thought the person next to me was me. And I was like, "No, I'm Melissa Garrett." And she's like, well, you don't have a wristband on. I was like, I never wear a wristband. I've been coming here for 2.5 years. I never wear a wristband. So, needless to say, that right there put a sour taste in my mouth. Because I'm not, when I'm at, my doctor's office, I'm not too hard to get along with. I'm friendly with everybody in my doctor's office. Other places, not so much. But anyways, that's a different story for a different day. So anywho, I'm at doctor's office, I'm a pretty pleasant person, unless I'm having one of my bad days. So, Dana, the nurse who normally draws me, looked over from where the person that she was drawing from and just kind of was like listening. So, and then she went back to the person that she was drawing from. So this nurse, I don't know her name, never seen her before. So then she was like, and then she just had an attitude once I said, I never wear a wristband. So she goes, well, I need you to verify if this is your name, your date of birth, and this is your doctor. Like on the paper, I said, yeah. She's like, I need you to sign it. I never signed my papers. Well, you're not wearing a wristband, so you have to sign it. I will initial it, but I won't sign it. So I went ahead and initialed it. She went on her way to go get my labels and stuff. So now I'm jittering my feet, trying not to blow the F up. So she comes back and I tell her where to poke. She goes, well, I'll just feel around for it. I know how to do my job. That was it. Third strike, she's out. Done. I said, I need someone else to draw me because I ain't taking this crap. As she went back, the person who was sitting next to me, God bless her soul, she was just like, whoa. But yeah, I was like, you are not going to give me an attitude and then stick a needle in my arm. Not happening. So I was like, no, I don't want you to draw me. The hubster's calling. I'll talk to him later. So, where was it? Oh, it said, I'm not having you draw me at all. You're very unprofessional. I do not want you to draw my blood at all. So, Janice, another lab technician who knows me, she came over, she's like, I'll do it. I'll draw her. And then she goes, what happened? And I told her what happened. I said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have someone who has a freaking attitude poke a needle in my arm. It's not happening. She was like, I understand. And everyone was like, and as I was leaving, I could hear Dana and the other girl saying, you must have really pissed her off because she's never like that here. She is very pleasant. So I don't know what you did to piss her off, but you pissed her off. So the hubster's calling me again. So needless to say, if you are working in a lab where you have to poke people, don't be mean to them because more likely you're going to get fired. Just like I fired my lab person. And it's not the first time I fired somebody. I mean, I'm sorry. If you are not professional, I'm going to ask for someone who's more professional. So, I mean, Dr. Alberco has a PA that I will not allow see me because he messed up my medications so many times. I told Dr. Alberco, I said, if he comes in this room again, I'm going home. So it's either Dr. Alberco or Linda comes in there to see me. Dr. Alberco actually was not supposed to be my original doctor when all this started. It was supposed to be Dr. Radcar, but I fired her because she wanted to do another bone marrow biopsy the day after I had my gallbladder taken out. And for those of you who may have had a bone marrow biopsy, you know you have to lay on your stomach to do that. What sense does that make? I have scars on my stomach that need to heal, and you want me to lay on my stomach to get... No, it wasn't happening. So I screamed at her and got Dr. Alberco instead. So I'm telling you, if you're not professional, I don't want I don't want nothing to do with you. Especially in the medical field, especially with my case being so rare, I need professional people. Now, if you were in my situation, would you do the same thing? Leave a comment in the comment box below if you would have done the same thing. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm picky, but like I said, with my situation being so rare, I need people who are going to be professional about what they're doing. I don't need someone who has an attitude getting ready to stick a needle in my arm to draw my blood. Okay? So, because God knows she might not find the veins, she'd have to stick me 2 more times. I'm not having that. So, but yeah, that wraps it up for this edition of Coffee Story Time. Leave a comment in the comments below if you have had a similar situation happen to you in any way, shape, or form. And as always, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us. We have a lot of fun. And as always, I am on Facebook as Melissa Leah Garrett. If you happen to send me a friend request, I will make sure you are not a robot or a scammer first. And if you're legit, I'll more likely accept your friend request because we have a lot of fun on my Facebook too. Also, I am on Instagram at Melissa Leah Garrett and on Snapchat, Melissa Leah 1223. I do not have a Twitter, so if you happen to see a Twitter with my lovely face on it, make sure you report it because it is fake. I will talk to you guys later and have a great night.